Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MJR YouTube channel for today's political podcast. Today, let me focus on Nairobi County politics. In Nairobi, I am going to discuss much about the gubernatorial race. So far, so good. I have seen this position attract three major politicians who are aspiring to be the governor of Nairobi. One is James Gakuya, MP Embakasi North. The second person is Babu Owino, Member of Parliament, Embakasi East. The third person is Tony Gachochoka, who is not an elected leader at the moment, but he is a politician and a familiar name to many people who are interested in Kenyan politics and are a good student of current affairs. And of course, the fourth is the incumbent Governor Johnson Sakaja. Today there was a meeting which took place between the leaders of United Opposition. The meeting was co-chaired by Wiper Patriotic Front Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and PLP Party leader Martha Karua. In attendance were Fred Matiang'i of Jubilee, Eugene Wamalwa of DAP. There were others from within the United Opposition, and of course the United Opposition spokesperson Dr. Mukisa Kitui, and also Mithika Linturi. I think he represented Rigathi Gachagua because he's from DCP. I think now both the major political players within the United Opposition were present. So Tony Gachochoka was in attendance in that meeting. And as you can see in that photo, three of them were sitting there and Kalonzo Musyoka. Tony Gachochoka made a statement today that he's not going to be compelled to leave the position of governor to Rigathi Gachagua. And I feel that that could now water down the chances of Babu Owino winning the gubernatorial seat in 2027. Why do I feel that this could spoil Babu's chances? Tony Gachochoka joining effort with Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the party leader of Wiper. And you know, most of Kamba community are members of the Wiper, and in most instances, they normally vote into the direction that Kalonzo gives. And most of the people believes that ODM has been winning most of the seats in Nairobi courtesy of Kamba support, because in most of instances, Kalonzo has been working together with Raila Odinga, which has given ODM a good chance to win most of the seats in Nairobi. Then here comes a case which Babu Owino want to vie for the governor position. And I believed that for Babu to win the governor seat, Kamba votes are very crucial. In Nairobi, we do some calculation. Most of the times, you know that the governor position in Nairobi is a negotiated position between major political players. No matter where you come from, regardless of your tribe, what matters is the favor and the position in which you stand. If you are on the side of opposition, you must ensure that you get the full support of all the opposition parties or the coalition's blessings. And when you are on the side of the government, you must have also the ruling side's blessings. Because, you know, Nairobi is the headquarters of Kenya, being the capital city and the center of all government, national government services. Nairobi is the gateway to East Africa. Nairobi is the center to most international organizations, international institutions, international companies are doing business in Nairobi. Nairobi is the center of operation in most regional organizations. Therefore, Nairobi is one of the counties which attract the interest of most political players. And it will be very difficult for the government to allow opposition to win the seat. When Babu Owino declared interest for the seat, we had seen the areas which he is most likely to get the votes from. First of all, I had thought that Babu is going to collaborate with the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka to help him win Kamba's votes, which will give him a little bit of advantage over other candidates. Babu was also expected to win majority of the youths to vote on his favor. We had also anticipated that even if Babu will not get an ODM ticket, Babu will get the Wiper ticket. And with the emergence of Tony Gachochoka-Kalonzo Musyoka's relationship, I now fear that this could spoil Babu's chances of cooperating with Kalonzo Musyoka to woo the Kambas to vote on his favor. Having said so, I understand that Kikuyus will also vote towards either James Gakuya or Tony Gachochoka. Tony Gachochoka currently is a member of Kenya African National Union Party, KANU, and associating himself with the United Opposition, having known very well that KANU leader Gideon Moi recently forged a friendship between him and the ruling party, this UDA, or President William Samoei Ruto, which saw Gideon Moi withdrawing from Baringo senatorial race at the last minute. But Gachochoka, having sensed that there is no room for him in such arrangement, or the chances of him winning Nairobi gubernatorial seat, Gachagua, having said that they have negotiated with Kalonzo for Kalonzo to leave for his party the positions of governor, senator, women rep, and 16 members of parliament out of 17 in Nairobi, and around 75 MCAs in Nairobi out of 85. So, Johnson Sakaja is most likely to be supported by the broad-based government. Broad-based, you understand, comprises of ODM, UDA, ANC, Ford Kenya, Maendeleo Chapchap, among other political leaders who were initially in the Kenya Kwanza coalition. So, where does this now put Babu Owino? This puts Babu Owino at crossroad, because Babu now have to go back to do some heavy lifting to convince majority of the youths, to convince Nairobians that indeed he is the real deal for the city. I know and I understand that there is a lot of excitement, so far so good, around Babu Owino to win this seat. But the entry of Tony Gachochoka and James Gakuya would split the opposition vote. And Babu Owino is highly banking on the opposition to win the gubernatorial seat. That is why he has been so reluctant to fully support the broad base. Even though he's a member of ODM party, he is not openly supporting broad base, and he has actually come out to oppose the broad base arrangement. So it is a matter of wait and see, and time will be the judge. Thank you, and may God bless you.